Well, mini type of blizzard is Buffalo as well. Kevin, what are we calling this? This wasn't actually a full-on blizzard, was it?
I'm calling it Tuesday.
Tuesday.
Which I think is probably consistent with the calendar. I don't know if we give it a name. It certainly wasn't a surprise, but I would think it was more of a maybe we'll call it the 90. Because that's where all the problems were today, eastbound and westbound on both sides. By the way, following up on that wonderful play in Cincinnati or in Baltimore, if you're lucky enough to get a ticket, if you're lucky enough to get to Jacksonville somehow, 62 degrees, mostly cloudy for the ball game on Sunday. I think our team will function very nicely in that. And if you're going to be sitting
Are you
at
calling
home,
for a win? Is that what you're saying? Are you saying we're going to?
No doubt about it.
Okay, no doubt.
I don't roll these sleeves up when we're not going to win.
Okay, no doubt. I love it.
Keep that in mind. Happy New Year, everybody. Here we go. Sunny start to our day tomorrow, but I think the afternoon will bring the clouds, and then in the evening we'll get a little bit of snow coming our way. Again, snowfall amounts over the next couple of days, not a major issue. It's going to be the wind chill. It's going to be the bitter cold. And the winds blowing around that very powdery snow that's already on the ground. That was the big problem today. We get into tomorrow, look at the high, 11. How about Friday's 3? Want to go a little lower? It's like a limbo bar here. On Saturday, we're looking for 2 for the high, and many areas may not even get that warm. Then we start to rebound very nicely on our winning Jacksonville day on Sunday, 25. We still have the blizzard warning. It's going to go until 1 o'clock tomorrow morning, and the key factors, obviously, the gusty winds, the poor visibility, and the blowing snow. That's been the problem all day, mainly in northern Erie County. But, as Scott and I were on the air during this afternoon, giving you the very best information we could, this is the part of western New York where everything hooks in. It's like a heart. Okay, and all the arteries are kind of going right to the big part of this, and of course it feeds Grand Island and the northern areas. It takes you off to the east, and of course that 90 will drop you down into the southern tier. So when this area really is under the gun, everybody's going to have a delay some form of or another. Till 1 o'clock we have the winter weather advisory, and we're looking for blowing snow about another 1 to 3 inches. It should be very well paced, nothing certainly heavy. We'll look for slick roads and reduced visibility as the evening goes on. So far we've had almost 34 inches of snow. We should have 37, so we're running about a 3-inch deficit so far. I think today's snowfall will easily make up for that. We are noticing definitely on our live Doppler radar, and the Weather Service might discontinue that blizzard warning a little earlier than 1 a.m. if all of this continues to fall apart. But they caution that things could reorganize later in the evening. So at the present time, it's there, but it may not last that long. You can see the heaviest of the snow has already moved off to our northeast. Downtown is definitely starting to clear out, but it's still a bitterly cold night out there. 16 degrees. Dunkirk at 12. By the way, Lake Erie dropped down 1. They're at 32. Up a degree for Lake Ontario. Single digits in the southern tier, but it feels like 2 below, 5 below. 5 below over in Jamestown, and a -4 for Dunkirk. So it may be clear out there, but boy, it is bitterly cold, and you just can't be out in the outdoors very long. And some people have no choice, especially our emergency workers that are trying to get the 90 all cleared up. So the band of snow continues slowly to move off. It did give a very good coating this afternoon to parts of the northeast. We're talking about Amherst and North Tonawanda, Clarence, Williamsville, Snyder, all of that area. Now it's slowly starting to retreat and down into the southern tier, Lackawanna, out there by OLV and Orchard Park and Hamburg. For the most part, we have scattered light snow there tonight. 24-mile-an-hour winds. That's enough to blow that dusty snow around. And look at the gusts in the last hour. We've had a 34-mile-an-hour gust in Buffalo, 37 in the Falls, and a lot of other areas. Because that system is pulling out rather quickly, they're starting to die down. But we will be the last area that is going to see the snow. Slowly, it'll start to consolidate and continue to move up like a little bit of an amoeba over the Grand Island area. Early tomorrow morning, we're going to start with nice clear skies. Watch the daybreak show. You'll see it. And then you can see this line. Now, this is going to be much more associated with a low pressure area to our north. As that system starts to pull across the region, it'll give us some snow, certainly late tomorrow going into Thursday. On Thursday itself, as we work our way through the afternoon, again, some scattered activity. It's actually going to join forces with a system that is going to be moving up rapidly along the East Coast, could easily cause New York and Boston some real problems. I think what it's going to do for us is simply reinforce those strong northerly winds, and that's going to keep the temperatures low. Flurries coming our way tomorrow. Southwest winds with a high of 20. We get ourselves into Thursday, a cloudy and flurry afternoon. Oh, but look out. Those temperatures are going down. Look at that Friday and Saturday. I mean, that's dangerously cold. We get to the weekend and we get a little bit warmer air for Monday. And your forecast is always at the other end of our weather link at 852-2222, just like it was in 2017. We'll be there for you again. Or you can join us online anytime at WGRZ.com. Happy New Year, everybody.